Have you ever thought about how much of your life is actually yours? Is this really what you wanted, or is everything you do influenced by your boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, or another successful blogger on your phone? Sometimes I think about how much time I spent on my phone. I'm addicted. Life keeps passing by while you're still sitting there spending endless hours scrolling through your feed. You're on a bus, you open Instagram. Every chance you get, and even when there is no reason to, you automatically open Instagram or TikTok, even though you objectively don't need it at that moment. Every day you choose to wake up to the sound of another scrolling session. You choose to fall asleep the same way. You spend your time avoiding your problems instead of actually living your life. Just think about how many useful things you could have done instead of sitting on your phone. You find 1,000 excuses not to do something, and in the end, it turns out that the problem was in your hands the whole time. Or maybe the problem is something else entirely, and I just haven't figured it out yet. I completely lost myself. All these standards of perfect relationships on Instagram. Advice, endless advice from people who don't even have the relationship they're talking about. But you listen to them, and before you notice it, you slowly lose your own relationships. The perfect body, perfect running results, and we all blindly believe everything we're told there while our own lives quietly passes by, and we end up making even more mistakes. In this video, I didn't really manage to take any major actions. I completely immersed myself in trying to understand what was actually going on with me. At the same time, I tried not to abandon my routine and kept doing at least the bare minimum. I kept running, and yes, it's been 2 weeks since my race, and my results have gotten significantly worse. I went to the gym and also I cleaned my room. Why am I highlighting these things? Because when you go through life without even realizing that maybe these aren't truly your desires, and when you are too lazy to clean your room, finally doing it feels like a celebration. And when for the first time in 17 years you find yourself completely alone, when you have to figure out what you actually need and learn how to occupy yourself, that turns out to the biggest challenge. I thought about it before, but I never took any action because my loneliness never lasted very long. This time it took me a whole year just to understand and accept that yes, I have problems and they are preventing me from living the life I want. Have you ever asked yourself questions like these? Do you know what you really want to do? What truly matters to you? Not because social media, your parents, or your friend told you so, but because you figure it out yourself. I don't know, and honestly, it feels like I never knew. Over the last few days, I've been thinking about this question a lot, and I still haven't found an answer. Even ordinary tasks feel difficult. It's easier to lie in bed and watch reels, than blame yourself for getting nothing done, than to get up and at least clean your room. When was the last time you changed your bed sheets, wiped the dust, vacuumed, sorted through your wardrobe and asked yourself whether your clothes actually reflect who you are and whether you even want to wear them? Thinking is one thing, doing is another, and unfortunately, doing is where I struggle the most. When you think about it, do all those people, events, and activities really matter? Do you actually want to be around certain people? Who are the people who are truly ready to support you and love you during your difficult times? Are you able to stop for a moment and say enough to someone or something and think about yourself instead? It's difficult, but sometimes you have to make a choice. You have to let things change, and you have to figure out what truly matters to you. I spent more than 10 days filming this video, and the whole time I couldn't understand what it was really about. In the end, I realized that everyone has their own way out. For me, it's pushing through this awful state and simply starting, ignoring others people's opinions and doing what needs to be done, shifting the focus back into myself. Self-reflection, discipline, learning from my own mistakes. I think those are the only things that will eventually help me understand what I truly want.